Glory to Jesus Christ. Today is the feast of all saints. And today we certainly have one saint amongst us. Look how beautiful he is. Look how beautiful his white robes are. Look how bright his candle is that we gave to him. It's just a sign of how beautiful he looks in the spirit. But I am absolutely convinced that Dismas Theodore is not the only saint amongst us. I'm sure all of you, I know all of you are called to be saints. The Bible even says all of you are qualified to be saints. St. Peter says in his letter, Paul to the Colossians, let us give thanks to the Father who has qualified us to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light. We're qualified. And this is how we're qualified. We're washed clean. You can't make yourself clean, but you get washed clean. Thanks be to God. And Theodore Dismas and all of us who have been washed in baptism are clean. We have that qualification to share in the inheritance of the saints in light. Paul goes on to say he has delivered us from the power of darkness and brought us into the kingdom of the Son of his love, in whom we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sins. So there's many saints amongst us. One saint for sure. Many, many, many more saints I see sitting around us. Brothers and sisters, I don't think we remember that we're going to celebrate all of this one day in heaven, when we, through the mercies and through the grace of God, when we ourselves are saints. I doubt that any of us are going to have statues or icons made for us. But I don't doubt that many of us, or even all of us, will one day be saints in the kingdom of heaven. What do the saints do in heaven? Do you think they're just chilling out, watching the game? I know, I like to think that maybe that's part of it. But most of the time, I think they're praying. Praying for you and praying for me. And we hear that from the letter of the Hebrews this morning. We are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses. We are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses. They're cheering us on. They're cheering for us. They're rooting for us. They're praying for us. They're encouraging us. And as the grace of God and the generosity of a friend of the parish enables us, we have the relics today of many saints. We really are literally surrounded with this great cloud of witnesses. We have here relics of many different saints. Please come and venerate them. Maybe just kiss each of the reliquaries once, otherwise you'll be here all day. But there are relics of so many saints here. I see a second-class relic of Saint Therese of Lisieux. There's a relic of Saint Gemma Galgani. There is relic of Saint Titus Brandsma. Just for a little bit of context, everybody's heard of Saint Therese of Lisieux. She was a 24-year-old, I think, Carmelite nun, whose little way of love was so holy and so full of the love of the Lord, Jesus Christ, that she is considered a doctor of the church. Not only a saint, but someone who had something so important to teach the entire church. She's a doctor of the church. And she's teaching you and me today. She's praying here for you and me today. St. Gemma Galgani, she was orphaned at 19. She received the stigmata. She died also very young at the age of 25. Her relic is here. She also is cheering on you and cheering on me. St. Titus Brandsma was a Carmelite priest and monk in Holland. And he stood up to the Nazis. And he was martyred in the Dachau concentration camp. St. Titus Brandsma is also here as he prays for us. By the way, just so you know, I'm told that St. Titus Brandsma is really good at finding stuff that you've lost. You must really get on well with St. Anthony up there. Give him a try. I'm sure he'll help you. We have all these saints. St. Maria Goretti, I've spoken about before. She too is here, along with many others. I love this icon of all saints. There's too many to count. There are too many to count. And they're not just enjoying the game. They're praying for you, and they're praying for me. So let us be encouraged, knowing that we have this crowd, a crowd too big to count. Thousands upon thousands, says St. John, in heaven, watching us, cheering us. Let us carry on this race of holiness that the Lord Jesus has called us to. Let us run this race with endurance. Let's have the courage and the confidence to let go of the sin, of the false security blankets that sin gives us in our lives. Let's throw that junk away and let's focus our eyes that way. Let us keep our eyes focused on Him who is the author and the perfecter of our faith. Our faith doesn't come from us. He is its author. He is the beginning of our faith. He is the one who creates our faith and gives it to us as an undeserved, unmerited grace. He is the one also, if we cooperate with that faith, if we're faithful to that faith, He is the one who will perfect it. He is the one who will complete it. So that all of us, along with Dismas Theodore, and all of these holy men and women who've run the race before us, all of us can be there with them in the kingdom, in the glory of God, in that new life which we're already qualified for. Glory to Jesus Christ.
Glory to God.